Here we have a SAT math problem. Okay, let's go to the question. The function f of x equals to x to the fourth power negative 6 times x squared into 4 is graphed in the xy plane as shown above. If the equation y equals to negative 3 is graphed in the plane, how many points of intersection with the function f are there? Okay, here we have the graph for the function f of x, and if I sketch the graph for the equation y equals to negative 3, I just want to find in how many points the graph of this equation y equals to negative 3 will intersect with the graph of the function f of x. Okay, actually this is a linear equation, particularly this is the equation of an horizontal line. That is, if I sketch the graph of this equation, I have to draw an horizontal line through the value negative 3 on y-axis. So first we have to see where we have this value negative 3 on y-axis. Here on the y-axis we have a value that is negative 13. Since this value over here is negative, so this value must be below the x-axis, because we have negative values on the y-axis below the x-axis over here. Since it's negative 3, it has to be somewhere else over here, but I do not know exactly where this negative 3 over here. So for that, we can consider the y-intercept of the graph of the function f of x. Y-intercept means at where the graph of the function f of x intersects y-axis. It's over here. Okay, if I want to find exactly at what value the graph of the function f of x intersects y-axis, I just have to plug in x equals to 0 into the given function. Because of the y-intercept, always the exponent is 0. If I plug in x equals to 0 into this function, the value I'm getting for the function f of x gives a y value, that is y coordinate over here. Okay, let me plug in x equals to 0 into this given function. That is f of 0 equals to, when I plug in 0 for x to the fourth power, it will be 0 to the fourth power, it's still 0. Negative. So when I plug in 0 for x over here, it will be 0 square. 0 square is still 0. 0 multiplied by 6 is still 0. Negative 4. Then I'm getting f of 0 equals to negative 4. Okay, when I plug in x equals to 0 into the given function, I'm getting negative 4. So here at this point, I mean at the x, the y-intercept of the graph of the given function, the y coordinate is negative 4. That is 0, negative 4 is a point. This is a y-intercept of the graph of the function f of x. Okay, so the value we have on the y-axis over here is negative 4. Then where we must have this negative 3 on y-axis, it has to be above this value. That is, we must have negative 3 over here on the y-axis. Now to get the graph of this equation y equals to negative 3, I have to draw an horizontal line through this value negative 3 on y-axis. Okay, now let me do it. So when I draw an horizontal line through negative 3 on y-axis over here, so clearly the horizontal line intersects the graph of the function f of x in 2 points. Therefore, the graph of the equation y equals to negative 3 has 2 points of intersection with the graph of the function f.